systems are go. About 90 seconds to the launch destination.
Mind you, we swore an oath of loyalty, but we are still senators. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
My legions are mustering as swiftly as possible. General Gaius, Julius Caesar, enough!
Senators, welcome back to episode 48 in my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. In the last episode, we defeated the Corinth Restorers in a decisive battle led by Titus Opsius Nerilgicus, breaching the wall of their defenses, allowing us to capture their planets and ultimately destroy their awakened empire. Now our attention turns to the Carillion Restorers, the last remaining hostile force in the galaxy. They have approximately 25% more firepower than their awakened counterparts did, so we'll have to go back to the starfield of Mars, issue some upgrades, and then set forth again to finish the fight. And that's really where we left off. So what I'm going to do before I actually kind of talk about what I normally do, which is what I've been doing in between episodes and what I've queued up, I'm actually just going to let time play as we get our fleets to come back and then go through things. That way a bit more time efficient, perhaps. The first thing to mention, actually, is I've done 2 deals. Let's see if the other one pops up before I mention them. Yes. So, these are pretty lucrative deals. This is with the Dakarite fragments and the remnants of Ilaria. So I went around the galaxy, sent envoys around the galaxy, you know, talking to the different empires, seeing what we could get for our victories over the Corinth Restorers. And it turns out the Dakarite fragments and the remnants of Ilaria were willing to give us 30,000 alloys each for the sum total of 1,000 Zro and 1,000 dark matter. So pretty good. They actually left them with quite a few more alloys. They had about 40,000 in total as well. So I've left them with their own little amount of alloys that they can use. I think they had hit their limit. Again, probably just some AI issues where they are not spending or they're at their fleet capacity. Whatever the case may be, pretty not harmful, I would say, taking alloys from them. And I paid my amount of whatever, even though the currencies are definitely out of whack, I would say. But either way, that's given us 60,000 alloys now. So we've now up to 97,000, just like that. All right, let's let time play. So what I've been doing, first off, I'm just going to be jumping these fleets back to Rubicon, and then I'm going to send them back to the Starfield, and then I'll kind of catch you up on what I've been doing. I'm just going to wait for them to actually make their jump. Of course, the planets can't make their jump. The other ones can, though. Classes 3 should be able to jump, so they can just jump now. So basically, as we mentioned at the beginning, and as I said in the last episode, everyone's going back to the Starfield of Mars. We're pretty close to the, this happens on the 1st of the 12th as well. A bit of a stutter, big one I've noticed, as opposed to the other months. But yeah, there's a lot of fleets down here, 1.5 million there, but there's also another 500,000, or 800,000 actually, sorry, back behind them. So they're bigger than the Corinth Restorers. We'll have to prepare for that as well. So once this fleet jumps, which I believe they just have, let's just queue up these guys to go back. Is it all them? Yeah, because there's a gateway in the system, so this gateway can take them pretty much straight back to the Starfield of Mars through Sol. Alright, so what I've been doing between episodes, I've queued up a bunch of new megastructures. So the first one is another Nidavellir Hyperforge construction site, and this one is going to be built down at Hithara. So this is where we actually had 2 of the attack moons come from, right? We took 2 of the attack moons from here and moved them out of here. We're just on our New Year stutter, so just bear with me. But anyway, so we were obviously looking for neutron stars in the last episode, trying to find where in the Empire can we build new Hyperforges to get loads of more alloys. And I identified this place, so this is pretty good. We actually have a gateway here already, so it's pretty much just getting right under construction right now, as you can see. The other thing is I've actually continued the upgrade of the Hyperforge here. I hadn't actually commissioned the actual upgrade, so that is now going to take 1,089 days to get to its next stage. when this thing is done, it should produce something like 2,000 alloys. So it's going to be really, really, really beneficial. Right now, we're making just under 4,000. We're making 3,900 a month. So it's pretty good, I think. I don't know. So what else have we done? Let's let time play. So the next one would be the SUCC construction site. And this is going to be built at Tyrrhenia. So the old capital of our old foe. There's a gas giant here, which I've identified as a prime candidate for a Succ site, which basically is going to be making us gases and motes. So we previously built a crystal megabore, which is giving us 50 rare crystals per month. This is going to kind of be the complement to that, although you probably need 2 of them, which will give us some motes and gases. Before we continue, let's just go through what I'm missing. So we have neutronium-coated tools. What else could we get? A lot of people rightfully pointed out when we were talking about nanite shortages that we could be building habitats above resource deposits, and that way you can have a special district for gathering that resource if the habitat's above it. Luckily, we've gotten a technology now that actually allows us to generate alloys, or sorry, nanites from alloys and energy, so we should be fine with nanites going forward. Anyway, so it's all good. Megastructure build speed. Seeing as we're building a lot of them, let's go. What else has happened? So some leveling up of governors. Oh, interesting. The Traxian Empire became a protectorate of the Valon cluster. Okay. And they joined the... Okay, they joined the actual Federation. So now, going to war with them, like we were talking about, the Traxian, just to get through to Carillion space would mean going to war with the overall Federation down here. Bit of an awkward one, I guess. We could always just jump in and probably be fine if we wanted to. So that's a possibility. Although we can't jump the moons. So we would need a route in, actually, thinking about it. And they're not keeping their... They're not keeping it open to us. None of the lanes open. So it might be the case where if we want to get to them, we'll either have to wait for them to come through the other empires or for us to go to them. The thing is, though, these are all neutral empires. So I'm not too sure how that's going to work. And they seem to be keeping their borders open for them. So the Carillion are free to move through these yellow empires, but we're not. So that's really annoying. So it looks like we'll have to open up another war with them. Because, yeah, there's literally no way in, right? They're completely coated. Unless there's a wormhole? Nope, don't see one. Yeah, so it looks like that's going to be the case. All right, anyways, that's neither here nor there. We can reform our government. I need more influence. I've identified what I'd like to do with that, so that's good. Resource storage full, that's fine, whatever. And Federation XP is actually going to be gaining soon. Okay, so the next one, so that's the Nidavellir Hyperforge, the Succ site, and then the next one is a fusion suppressor, which is going to be built over at Arcturus. Now, a fusion suppressor is kind of interesting. It basically creates a supernova, which means that this will turn into a neutron star. And in the ensuing supernova, everything in this place, in this kind of system, is going to be destroyed. Now, the planets will stay there, and they'll actually get kind of emblazoned with Iodizium crystals as a deposit. So, Iodizium crystals we don't have right now. I think there's actually a way to make them. I think I might be building a few things to do so. So we might start seeing us get some of them later. But this would be a nice way to get deposits all over. Like, this is a perfect system. These planets don't make anything. This star makes 4 energy. It's not that much. So causing this to turn into a neutron star won't mean that we can build a Hyperforge, which is what I thought originally when I queued it up. It actually means we can build a Gigaforge, which is slightly smaller. It's actually about 10 times smaller, so we make about 200 alloys out of it. But we get the Iodizium as well. We've never done it before, so I just think it's kind of cool. It's maybe not the most economical thing to do, but nevertheless, I've queued it up. And that's pretty much it. So just catch-ups on what else is upgrading. We have the Penrose Sphere, which has starting to get its ring world around it now. We have the Gargantuan ring world, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of been worked on for the next 10 or so years. All the smaller sections have their colony ships placed over them, so they're going to be kind of colonized over time as well. So the Hellas ring world system is getting much bigger. And I think that might be it. Oh yeah, and then there's the Interstellar Assembly, which is a few hundred days to go as well. And that should give us another envoy, which will help us get back our XP a bit quicker in our Federation. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Everyone's on the way back now to the Mega Shipyard. They're gonna get their upgrades. I went through things in between between episodes to change the layouts of the ships, because basically I think we were kind of focused on dealing more damage to armor. No, sorry, defending against more armor attacks, whereas now this Fallen Empire has a stronger attack against shields, so we need to improve our shields. That's a little bit more complicated than the armor one, because it actually means that you need more power. Shields need power, whereas armor doesn't. So I had to redesign some ships a little bit just to kind of focus on that and make sure the power was okay. Nothing too crazy though. But yeah, largely just throwing on some extra shields. I'll go through it a little later once we get some upgrades and show you what I did, show you my workings. Alright, so we got extra leader lifespan. We can now live to be 205 years old before it even thinks about like old age kicking in, which is kind of crazy. Let's see, admin cap increase. Don't think we'll actually need it. Nanite bombers, that could be cool. That's a pretty decent average damage. Yeah, sure, let's go with them. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, did I leave anything else out? I don't think so. So basically in this episode, what I'm going to be doing is just bringing everybody back, upgrading them, really just upgrading them once, and then sending them down south again. This is why I wanted all those alloys. We want to build our attack moons. Oh, sorry, our behemoth planetcraft. There they are, planetcraft. So 63,000. Now, 126. I'm going to wait until I have 126,000 alloys so I can do both at the exact same time. I'm just that kind of weirdo. I just want them to be done at the exact same time. So we'll just wait a little bit longer. It looks like it's all our fleets have arrived. You could imagine as they come back from the front, victorious. It's I can't get a good angle. I can't tilt any more than that. But the fleets are there as they come back victorious. You know, all the observatories and the cameras and everything that we have are focused on the fleets as they pass back to the starfield of Mars, triumphant from their victories in the east. Awesome to see. We're lacking something. What are we lacking? Iodizium crystals. Yeah. So that's because essentially out here in the L cluster, I've been building a bunch of nanite foundries and Iodizium foundries. They might be built slightly in the wrong order, which means we're going to have a bit of a weird resource deficit problem for a while, but it'll get fixed. Unfortunately, that is actually kind of considerable because energy credits goes down 50%. But it's okay. It will be fixed. Perfected dark matter shields. Oh shit. Oh goddamn! I'll probably have to redesign a bunch of things. I just put shields on everything. Didn't think about that. Shield penetration and armor penetration. Let's go with that. 10% increase to all of that. All right then. So let's have a look. Let's just first of all see if it's even going to be worth doing. I haven't queued them up to actually heal yet. So the Jupiter class. So is it perfected dark matter shield better than what we've got? So we've got improved cyclonic shields and supercharged. So 1700 and daily shield regen 17. So it is better. Yep. Straight up. What's its power consumption actually? Power consumption is 340, whereas this was 300. So it is a little bit more, but in big ships like this, it's not that big of a deal. Now, I'm not going to improve the cyclonics, because the cyclonics do a percentage to daily shield regen. I want to keep the percentage, not the hard modifier. So that's the flagship. Then we have the Titan ship. And remember, like I said, for the 1 billionth time, auto upgrades will not work with this type of stuff. Oh, weirdly, how is that possible? They have perfected shields already. Don't know how I let that happen. Unless I just did that right now. Maybe I did.
Fleet upgraded.
Alright, good. Just a couple more. That's the Marius. Don't think we actually use this. The strike cruisers and cruisers we definitely do. Sorry, it's just a bit laggy, so it's obviously a little bit of a pain to do as well. And then we have our Opsius Destroyer. Yep. I think we've got level 3 afterburners. Okay. And then we have our corvettes. So these things are so low on power, I don't know if they can really handle it. I mean, they can, but it lowers their evasion. Okay, weirdly, the power was actually not as bad there. That's weird. What? How could that be the case? I have no idea how that happened. The power just went up when I put better shields on. But okay, I must have... I don't know. I'll look at it with the next thing, actually. Carillion regulators have constructed a science nexus. Alright, I'm just going to pause time so things are a little bit quicker and easier for me to navigate this list. Because it's hard to see in the video, but it's really stuttery. Alright, 29 power. Let's see when we put these on. Our power goes up. What? Oh, but because it's small. That's why. Oh. Oh, weird. The small perfected dark matter shields are actually less power than the other ones, but the large ones are more. Weird. Alright. Alright, that explains it. And Hastati. And that should be it then, I think. Now let me just see what other ones I didn't go through. So, we've definitely done the... Behemoth Planetcraft needs to be changed probably before we initiate the upgrade, actually. Because I don't think we can ever upgrade it beyond that. Oh yeah, man, we've way better weapons now. God damn. Yeah, right before we upgrade this might be the last one I focus on. Sorry about this. I tried to do as much between episodes, but of course, if we get an upgrade, you gotta apply it. Especially if it's the kind of thing like this, where we literally have to build it once, and then I don't think you can upgrade it. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think you can. So the Impalers, we're gonna split these to have an equal amount of super graviton cannons. They're both weak against armor, but one's a bit more powerful in general. And then the dimensional wave cannon. It needs stuff that's really good against armor. So the hypercharged tachyon lance. That's pretty good as well. Alright, good. Then what do we have? The Psionic Interceptors. Now we just got nanite bombers as well. So let's do that. Kind of combine them out. They actually have the same average damage output, but obviously one is targeting other ships, whereas one is targeting other strikecraft, I think. And I think about after that, let's just leave it there. That's probably fine. It's good enough. Okay. That's that. This is Jupiter, so we've done that. Julius Caesar, the Titan, the Dreadnought, the battleships. I don't think I actually really build any battleships. But I guess, just in case, for upgrades, let's just slam on these shields as well. Because I think I mostly focus on dreadnoughts, essentially. Alright, let's leave it like that. Sorry about all that upgrading. But anyway, we're here now at the Starfield of Mars. Before we commission these upgrades, I need them both. Yeah, we've got the amount for the Planetcraft. So that's what we do first, then we wait for... Alright, and then the other one is at the Galactic Core at Upla. Now, this is the movement system. I think after this, there's still one more phase. So it's still going to be a really long time before we get them, but I think it's important to invest into them now. Alright, good. So that was 120,000 alloys, basically. It's pretty crazy. The fusion suppressor site, I think, was finished. So that's at Arcturus. That's going to need 10,000 as well. Okay, cool. That was really quick, actually, the fusion suppressor site. First phase of it's really easy. That was within 1 year, I'm pretty sure. Alright, good. Where's our Planetcraft anyway now? Because they're going to be making their way back as well. There they are. Just a cluster of moons. Man, you know, there should be a drinking game for the amount of times I say Planetcraft when I'm talking about moons. And then when I was talking about the Planetcrafts, I called them moons. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ah, so cool. Look at the amount of transports. Holy crap. Someone making very good points saying, you know, don't put your transports right next to your main fleet. I do have a habit of doing that. I kind of like to do it. I like the danger. But you know, you're definitely right that they should definitely be a system behind. I've just had, when I played multiplayer, I've had bad experiences where you look away for a while and you keep, you know, your transports a system behind or a system to the side or whatever the case might be, and they'll do a jump. You know, other players will do a jump and really tie you down. Now, obviously with the AI, they're just never that savvy. But that's why I have that trained in me. Just keep them next to the fleet, and if they have to go into the combat, so be it. And if the combat doesn't go well, you can typically retreat these guys. You just don't want them going forward. That's definitely the one you don't want to do.
Technology discovered.
All right, so we have 194 transport ships now. Let's get Lucia Dexius back on the job. All merged up, ready to go. Gonna send them back through as well, just because. All right, let's take a look down here. So have they done any expansion and expanding? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, it looks like we'll have to do a war against the Traxian Empire, probably. Which means probably calling in a bunch of claims. So another big fight. Thogan, Emergence, Belmacosta Creep, and the Voss City-States will all be joining in on that. Which is unfortunate because it's just more distraction. Now, if we just have claims on a certain thing and we do it, we can wrap up that war quick. But we're obviously going to have the other ones breathing down our neck the whole time. Interstellar Assembly. It's now fully operational and plays host to a number of embassies from the galaxy's major powers, be they political or corporate. Our diplomats, are having a hard time keeping up with the steady flow of information on national interests and political embarrassments we are extracting from the station. At least our guests seem largely disinterested in our surveillance as long as we provide the ideal environs for them to strong-arm their competitors. Well, it's done now. So that's another envoy, whatever. We'll assign it straight here. Creparius. Just because that'll give us 1.8 cohesion, which should help the XP grow just that little bit faster as this kind of builds up. Nanite warheads completed. We have Grey Goo warhead, which is the upgrade of that. I guess that would make sense. Iodizium is -3. We should be getting them soon, though. So this is the Nanite Transmuter and Foundries. Iodizium power plants. So their power plants upkeep is 1 Iodizium crystal.
Discovered.
Actually, now I don't remember building that out of curiosity. Anyway, Iodizium Research Facility is the next one, which I believe is the one that generates the crystals. I think it's in manufacturing. No, maybe it's in science? No idea. If only if it was alphabetical. Is it? Iodizium Research Facility. Maybe you can only build one. That might be the case. At the moment then I can't check what this does. because of Stellaris UI. Unless I'm just being really stupid, which I probably am. I just want to know what that building's going to do. I'm sure between episodes when I was reading them this made sense, but I actually do not recall building these power plants. I think I felt like they did something else, but I'm pretty sure this sorts it. Alright, well if we want to find out, we could click a different planet probably. There it is. No, that has upkeep of 1 as well. Alright, yeah, I've made mistakes then. Well, it's a good thing we're making that suppressor site then, because we will make Iodizium crystals. I thought we could make these... I think I read it wrong, thinking that the Iodizium power plant was giving me a crystal, and these were costing 1. I think that's what I must have thought. That was a mistake then. Well, we could just disable these buildings to prevent the upkeep. That's interesting then if the only way I can get them, at least for now, is through a megastructure. Blasting the planets around it, which I actually think is much cooler than just making it on a planet. Alright, anyway, sorry about that. Keep getting distracted by these small things. Shield generating armor, that's actually pretty cool. Don't think I'll actually be able to really put it on our fleets though for a while. But I'll get it anyway. I love seeing the Birch World techs. They're so cool, but obviously that's so far away. We need 300,000 alloys for them. Alright, a lot of our edicts have worn off. That's all good. Not a big deal. So, Arcturus, let's build this up. Fusion suppressor, gravity modulators. I don't know if we'll get to see it. I doubt we will. I'd be really impressed if we got to see the supernova. So like even just some sort of explosion effect, I'd be super impressed if they did that. But it would be cool to see it. It does say all star bases and ships and things in here get wiped out, so be careful. Production quota surpluses. Several of our mechanized consumer goods manufacturers have experienced a recent boom in production efficiency, citing an unanticipated rise in precision and effectivity. Efficiency, I guess, among our factory machinery. Administration reports these benefits will be felt as lowered goods prices for our populace. Okay, resources from jobs, 5%. Wow, that's pretty good. Just a random event for 10 years, you just get 5%. Okay, I'll take it. So we're gonna get this ship out of this area then. The stellar starlifter thing hasn't been finished either, but we don't need it. We're making so many minerals right now, there's no reason to finish it. But now we can start to invest on our fleet. So let's do an upgrade. The Behemoth Ringworld habitat has been completed. Now, is this the Penrose Sphere? No. Oh no, this is just the individual things are done. Okay, cool, the sections. Alright, so let's land on all these sections. Just leave the names as is for now, and I'll rename them later. People are saying maybe rename it to, like, Alexander's Commanders. Someone commented that, I think. But I'm still just going to stick with city-states. I don't know why I would break the naming convention now. Seems strange. That one's not done yet. Like, that would make sense for its own ring world, maybe. But I don't think it would make sense for this one. Not too much. Alright, so it's going to be a couple hundred days for the other two to finish. Senate is now in session for major research sanctions. I just don't like sanctions. Even if I'm denouncing others, I just don't like them. So I'm going to say no. There are some things I've been looking there finally that I actually want to get. In fact, now that we have the influence, we could probably do it.
Establishing
Whoa.
colony.
What is this? An arc and keel cannon. A terrifying weapon that seals its target in a pocket dimension and then forces it to undergo a big crunch, effectively destroying any trace of the target ever existing. Sure. Sounds good to me. Although it is a dangerous technology. I'm sure it'll be fine. 9 months. Doesn't take long at all.
Establishing colony. Establishing colony.
This is how short my memory is. I said I was going to do something with it. Oh, yeah. With influence. It was the galactic community. So the things I was looking at was... this next one. Worker happiness goes down 15%. But I think we can handle that. So ethical guideline refactoring. What essentially we get is research output, 10%. And that's researcher output, job output. Which would be huge for us, because most of our research comes from jobs. 5,500, so 10% of that, it's just huge. It's getting an extra 500, basically. So I'll propose that resolution. If we really want to be cheeky, we could just... Can I cancel veto the one that's in right now? Don't think so. Don't think you can veto it once it starts, only when it's on the top, I think. That's fine then, we'll just wait, and then that one will come up next. Alright, good. Oh yeah, the Federation fleet. So, with our new shields, we might want to do this. Yeah, oh, large improved dark matter shields. But we have perfected shields, so let's put them on. Even better. We have the shield generating armor already. That's from Federation Tech, so it's good. That basically gives you armor and shield hit points and some shield regen. Alright, so we're just buffing our shields a little bit on each of these. That can be built up as well now. Interestingly, these don't actually require much alloys. I thought they would have. Guess it's just a small upgrade. Is that everyone upgrading now? Yep, some of them are going to take a while. Alright, good. Things are in motion. And then we'll start the recruitment process again. Yeah, so something I didn't really get to do between episodes that I normally do, which is moving pops around. But I'm actually making way more space and waiting for the new ring world sections to be opened up. And that way I'll start refocusing pops back onto this ring world. So it's just going to take a while, unfortunately.
Technology discovered.
So we'll have to go through a lot of unemployment across the Empire this episode. Oh, something else I think we lost in the battle that I failed to mention was I'm pretty sure the automated dreadnought is gone. I don't think I included it on the Augusta unique ships. No, it's not there. So I think we sent it into battle, and the one dreadnought that went down was the automated dreadnought. I think it was less powerful than our own. So unfortunately, that Leviathan that we brought back is no more. I only saw it when I was looking through the footage. Not sure if anyone else caught it. Battleship hull points, Titan hull points, improved Geiger cannon. I'll be here upgrading forever, so what I'm just gonna do is go with direct improvements, because obviously I don't want to get trapped into that thing of just like sitting here upgrading forever. Hopefully we will be powerful enough to take on their forces. We seemed more than capable of the first Awakened Empire. So this one's really just going to be about getting the volume back up from recovering from our losses. Wow, we're still losing.
Enhanced.
I'll have to fix that in between episodes. That sucks. I've made that mistake. You can't buy them either, those crystals, by the way. So that's the kind of thing that we will only get from our fusion suppressor side. That makes this way more worth doing then, I guess, which is great. It doesn't seem like it's going to take that long either. Potentially. So we're going to need to bang out 4 more colony ships here.
Upgraded.
And these will head on to Gargantua's new ring world. Alright, reinforce your fleet, 22k. We'll go with the Federation fleet first, I think, after they get their upgrade. Just because that one's cheap and pretty much free to maintain. Let's have a look at the Nanite production now. Now we're making 42 nanites. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, that's good. At least I didn't mess that one up. And now we're also starting to make transdimensional vortex. We have a building for that. So that's a really weird one. There are some weapons that use it. There might be more later. Alright, good. Is that it? Are we done? And just a few more to go. Mega shipyard cranking them out. Actually takes quite a while, surprisingly, just for the upgrade. Okay, all good. Influence isn't gaining as much as it used to be. Is that because of we don't have the... Yeah, monthly, this one. And that will allow us to use nanite actuators and improved nano assemblers pretty quickly as well once we get those nanites back up, so that's good. Alright, so the habitat, the Behemoth ring world is actually finished. Fully finished. Just need to land on each one now. Alright, that's it. And that'll be the Behemoth. So that's layer 1 on the inside. My game is frozen. It's layer 1 on the inside with, let's see, Corinth, Sparta, Athens, and Massilia. Then we back out to layer 2, which is Syracuse, Miletos, Delphi, Delos, Argos, and Massilia. And now we're at level 3, which is just finished, and level 4 is about to be slotted in. So yeah, so pretty big. Quite a lot going on there. How long do they take? They take quite a while. About a year, is it, to colonize? Something around that. I should just hide the UI for a second and see what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. It's pretty cool that we've built into the disk, I feel like. I like that. Alright, we've actually maxed out our energy even while we're in this 50% deficit issue thing here. I don't really know what I could... I guess I could buy some of this. Buy some exotic gases for 39,000. We should probably look to build another Kugelblitz containment silo at this point.
New technology discovered.
Alright. Good. That arc cannon thing is nearly done. Alright, I think we're good to do our upgrades now, or our rebuilding effort. Colden are displaying psionic potential. Interesting. They keep getting upgrades. Weird. Alright, well, while that's going on, let's start building into the other ships then. Yeah, maybe it's some of the auto upgrades are being finished. I don't know. All the corvettes are getting like mass upgraded. Alright, cool. Let's take a look on how the Carillion restorers are doing. Sorry.
Fleets enhanced.
12,000. It's quite a lot, but it'll be worth it. We need to get them up and running. How's our other one doing? Oh, looking thick. 500 days to go. The most advanced alloy foundry ever designed. It shall soon provide a nearly unlimited supply of alloys, provided we have enough minerals. Yeah, that's actually... you know what I actually didn't think about? Is how much minerals this thing is going to require. Now, luckily, we have a surplus of 3,000, but we are building 2 of them. So I'll be interested to see. And we haven't finished the Starlifter anyway, so I'm sure we'll be fine. We can megastructure our way out of it. Alright, good. Finally. Alright, let's continue building into the Federation fleet for now. Great. Alright, build whatever you can. Slam them out. So many megastructures in there now. Beautiful. Alright, with 4,000 alloys per month, we're just going to be churning them out. I love that it's like, it says plus 3k, but we're short 10. It says 3990. Rising tensions on Tulianum. Uh-oh. I should have read that actually, but let's check in on Tulianum. Our... what's it called? Penal colony, that's it. 50 unemployed workers. Actually not that bad considering what it could be. Whoa! Humans massacred on Tulianum. A human Nova extremist militia group recently staged an attack against a major human city on Tulianum. So humans are attacking humans, okay? The inhabitants were massacred by the thousands and their homes razed to the ground. A message left by the attackers on the planetary data net simply states, Tulianum belongs to humans. That's quite an interesting development because, of course, this is primarily a slave planet. With, I don't know who actually has the majority. The Kirkin, 58%. That's the Kirkin population, which is from the Dakarite fragments. So maybe the humans that live here are kind of unhappy. Well, it's like, look, ultimately, this is a penal colony, so, you know, deal with it. But let's just, I'm going to throw out some commercial zones. Doesn't really seem to make that much sense, but you just need people to work clerk jobs. Hopefully that will appease the humans and give the unemployed something to do. They'll still be slaves, of course. Alright, good. Siegebreaker Strikecraft.
Construction online.
Just keep getting hull points and things like that until we feel the need to get any weapons, but I don't really want to do much more upgrading other than what we've got now. Penrose Sphere. A lot of our megastructures are only a couple hundred days away now. Oh, they didn't land. Goddamn.
New technology discovered.
So, for those who don't know as well, it's the year 2430. It's October. So,
Fleets enhanced.
about 20 years to go, as they say. As the prophecy foretells, I guess.
Establishing colony.
Edict duration. Yeah, let's go with that one. All right. By the way, I haven't done any votes or anything in a while. I really want to again. It's just we'll have to wait until this war ends. When this war ends, then we're going to be running some votes to see what we partition, how we treat different people. But until then, it's like really awkward. We can't change borders around. You can change policy, I guess, but I haven't forgotten about you. I still read the comments, obviously, for each episode. As there isn't actually really that many, 20 or 30 on an episode, so it's pretty quick to read. Yeah, I'll be looking to, once the wars are over, maybe display some more speeches and things like that again. So I do enjoy doing that. I don't recall making... Oh yeah, that's why. I was gonna say, I thought that was a colony ship. Yeah, we made 4 colony ships down here to go to Gargantua. Gargantua actually makes... Oh yeah, because of the Penrose. I was gonna say... I forgot how it made so much... I keep thinking that this is just to live on, but it does actually make a lot of energy. It's quite cool that it's a combined energy and ring world, like kind of megastructure. It looks a bit oddly shaped, if I'll be a bit critical though. I guess it's not done yet. But it doesn't look perfectly spherical. Kind of bulges in different places. I mean, who am I to say? It's probably quite difficult to build around a black hole. I imagine the stresses put on the gravitational pull of a ring world might be kind of hard to manage. Alright, let's check back in. Let's see how the fleets are doing. We're not going to see any major power upgrade. It's really just a refitting of shields and some things like that. Some of the top tier weaponry has gotten a little bit more powerful though. Alright, it's the new year. We have another 19,000 alloys, so we can start building again.
New technology discovered.
Improved neutronium armor, defense, battlecruiser, destroyers, carriers, starbase buildings, whirlwind missiles. Let's get them. It's really cheap. Corrosive warhead torpedo. A dangerous technology. Bring it on. One of our orbital mining stations appears to have suffered a major systems malfunction. Sector management launched an on-site investigation when the station crew failed to answer the scheduled hails, despite notable increase in mining output. Alright, sorry, yeah, okay, cool. Upon an investigation, it became apparent that our station's life support systems underwent a cascade of terminal failures, resulting in the death of all crew members by suffocation. Incredibly, the station's AI has been continuing operations unmanned, based on procedures established by the crew members prior to their untimely demise. With a few minor adjustments, the effectivity, again that word, effectivity, I've never really heard that. I thought you'd always say efficiency. I guess effectivity of this now automated station could be maintained. You cannot leave the station unmanned or a tragedy with a silver lining. No. Send a replacement crew. Again, just gonna sell off what we don't need here. Alright, good. We have over 1 million unity right now as well, which is kind of insane. Okay, so the Federation fleet, is it not back up to full strength? Just wait till these two get built and I want to see what it's at. Oh, I think also when the supernova happens, it turns all these into molten worlds. It'd be cool if we ended up somehow creating like one of the rare ones that we want to find, but I doubt that'll happen. Man, can you imagine? I just can't even imagine like how you would create a supernova. Or trigger one. I think you just have to add more mass to a star or something, but I don't know. About 1.5 million now. It's still apparently short, so let me just pause it, because this is just so goddamn laggy. Let's have a look. So, wrong thing. Federation designer. No, it is actually, sorry, it is in the regular shipbuilding, isn't it? Yeah. Pax Romana 1. It's lacking 2 dreadnoughts. Okay, I was just wondering what we were actually missing. Apparently that's over the limit though. But okay, whatever. Just build into it. Alright, so they're being built. Alright, spending everything we can. Typhoon missiles, the next level up. The construction site for the super atmospheric umbigaseous collecto condenser in the Tyrrhenia system has been completed. Upon the scaffold... where is it? It's out here, isn't it? Yep. Upon the scaffold, we shall construct a massive device which will steadily harvest the gas giant's atmosphere and filter it into exotic gases. It will also generate energy thanks to the fusion reactors utilizing the hydrogen found in the atmosphere. Keep in mind that it'll eventually run out, leaving a barren world behind. How long did it take to come up with that acronym? That's a good one. In a feat of engineering, a massive ring world frame has been constructed around the Penrose sphere. This ring world will be able to support more habitats than a conventional ring world, thanks to the relocation of some of the ring world support systems in the Penrose sphere. The sphere itself has been slightly modified to adjust the flow of energy, and parts of its output are now dedicated to the ring world. The black hole's accretion disk has also been removed in order to avoid collision with the ring world. I kind of like the accretion disk. Actually, I thought it looked pretty cool. But I guess that makes sense. Alright, we'll have to come back to that in a minute. So let's check this out. Well, I mean, I can definitely see the accretion disk. And then these all need alloys to... Oh, no, it's gone now. Okay. Yeah, that looks weird now. They should... I don't know. They should just kept it. It was fine. You could have just said, like... I don't know, shields prevented ever, like, coming into contact or something. Alright, well, cool. Nonetheless, look forward to getting one of these up and running and figuring out, seeing exactly what kind of stuff we have on it. Because it is different, I think, than a standard ring world. And I also look forward to the fusion suppressor. 28 days. I'm not sure what the next stage is, though. Sorry, I was just taking a drink. Alright, let's see. 17 days. Damn, man. Time has flown in this episode for me. I feel like we haven't done that much. I mean, all we've done is brought back our fleets, upgraded them a bit, and also, like, progressed some of our megastructures. But I guess that's what happens. Time is moving pretty slowly these days. It's weird. It does seem like... I don't know why, but obviously the Carillion regulators... who are at war with, like, everybody, except for the neutral empires, just won't come further out. Like, why not? I don't see why not. You obviously could take out everything you can possibly think of. Their other fleets are getting smaller as well. I just don't understand what's going on with them. They had 800,000 in this one, now they got 400,000. Yeah, they don't have the 800,000 one anymore. And then they have their Colossus weapon. Anyway, the fusion suppressor has got the large array of gravity modulators around Arcturus. Bulky devices are able to generate an artificial gravity field to compress an entire star and alter its internal fusion process. There we go, it's locked in place now. They are turning slowly, which is cool. 6,800, let's get it going. 500 days. Stellar stabilizers. So this still isn't the next phase yet. This will stop it from suddenly exploding or something, so okay. So what do we got? 1.5, 600,000, 700,000. Increased fertility. The humans on Tuliana have made alterations to their DNA. Not only has their fertility been dramatically increased, but their children now reach adulthood much faster than normal humans. Human population numbers may soon be increasing at an exponential rate. Modifies the human pops on Tuliana by adding the rapid breeders trait. Oh. That's not good. Why though? What's wrong? The stability on this planet's 100%. What's the problem? Just a lot of unemployment. But the humans aren't even unemployed though. They have jobs. Rapid readers. They're still considered human nova. I mean, that's actually not a bad trait. Maybe we should just apply that to everybody. That's pretty good. They've developed it on their own. It's not that big of a deal. I could do that. I mean, I don't really like that they've done it without my consent, but it is a benefit.
Situation log updated.
8 months to make all of our humans grow at an increased rate. Alright. Typhoon missiles. Shortly after the replacement crew was dispatched, sector management lost all contact with the mining station. Evidently, the station was rocked by a series of rapid depressurizations, leading to an explosive decompression of exposed fuel lines. Analysis of the orbital wreckage suggests the replacement crew initiated several aborted attempts to retrieving station control from the onboard AI, just prior to the unexpected depressurization. So the AI went mental and basically refused to give over control, and they died. See, I feel like I still made the right choice. I feel bad for obviously the people that died there, but it seems like it would have become sentient itself or something. And, you know, become hostile, I mean. Alright, we'll just build a new one. These ships can now get ready and go to Gargantua. Though we won't have the upgrade there for a while. Alright. 9,300. Is there anything we need to be building? Is this still moving? That's nearly done now. The next stage. God damn. We've 9,000 alloys. I'm trying to think, did I forget to improve any of the main ones that we're doing? No, I don't think so. The Planet Craft crust is done in 1 year. That's pretty cool.
New technology discovered.
This is I'm assuming this is the movement system that's been put on it. And then it needs some sort of giant weapon probably on the front. That's awesome. Love it. Corrosive warhead torpedoes, improved dark matter reactors. Damn, all this is good stuff. The corrosive warhead torpedoes I am curious about. .77 average damage. Certainly seems to be the strongest stuff we have. 50% shield damage, armor damage, and 25 hull damage. 25% hull damage. What does it take to make? Cost? 4.8 dimensional whatever it's called. Vortex. Yeah, sure, let's get them on. Why not? Let's get the Velites using these again. Let's go with the Ironclad Defender as well. Alright. Perfected shields. I think Xenotronium armor is still the best we have. Yeah. From the Vazarin. Vazarin tech still holding up to this day. Pretty cool. Ship hull points and armor hit points. Just get that speed.
New technology discovered.
What's your range on this thing? 120. That's retargeting range. Regular range is... yeah, it's 120. Let's just go to 100 then. It's going to cost 10 dimensional vortex. Not that big a deal. That's the only upgrade I'm doing. We're just going to go straight out after this, because otherwise we'll just be here forever. Our tech rate's so fast again that we could be here literally, probably, forever until we get every weapon in the game and then push out. We don't want to do that.
New
I
technology
want to just commit to it.
discovered.
We are so full up on everything, by the way. I just don't know what to do about it. I've built resource silos. I've built Kugelblitz containment silos. I perfected dark matter reactor. Oh my days. It's 5 months. At least then we'll have the best power we can possibly get, I think, on everything. Should we build? I feel like we need another one. Although, what's the point? It'll just keep scaling, though, forever. Well, it's extremely inefficient, but we could just buy some alloys. 36,000 for 2,500 alloys. The inner ring is complete of the Nidavellir Hyperforge. We're at the new year yet again. I think that's 3 years done. At least, though things are slow, we're still going, I don't know, time-wise, not too bad. Not too bad. We've had whole episodes where I spent not even 1 year in one. So this currently produces 110 alloys. So that's nice. The next phase will produce 440. No, I don't think we can do the other one just yet. How far are we from that one? 608 days. Alright. Well, we're finally making over 4,000 now. 4,102. Alright, and all the rest will just go into the fleets now. So, 17,000 alloys, just like that, dumped. Escort carriers, Titan, battle cruisers, the Marius class battle cruiser, and the escort carrier, the Cataphractarii. Is there any edicts I could use to speed this up? I feel like it's not going as fast as it used to. Improved nano assemblers.
We have conquered another world. We
Can't see what anything gives me.
Another world. Gene modification complete.
Wow. Alright. Human Novas are now all rocking the improved pop growth modifier. Except for those 10. Oh, that might be the ones that just appeared on the new, that were being colonizing planets. Yeah, that's funny. Well, I guess it's kind of annoying, but yeah, I guess we'll just quickly do that as well then for now.
Updated.
Oh, my mind can only take so much. I can't remember what I was doing before that. God damn. Oh yeah, edicts. Edicts. God damn, darn. Alright. So this is going to give me monthly consumer goods 10 years. Now, I don't want that. I want this. Research speed 10%. The one I really want was the alloys. Isn't there one for alloys? 10%, I thought. Pretty sure there is. Maybe I have it already. Nanite actuators, research speed, crystalline sensors. It's not going to be any of those. Okay, I thought I already had it. I don't care about consumer goods. We obviously have loads, so we'll just go with research speed. What is our motes? Yeah, that's all good. Gases could be better. That's what we're doing the Succ site for, so that's all fine. We'll probably split them into two, to be honest, when we get to the actual combat zone. Alright, that Titan ship's going to take a year. It's quite a long time, but obviously we can build into the other ships at the same time as well.
Species enhanced.
Bunch of new corvettes to be added as well. Alright, the gene modification's complete. All humans now are rapid breeders, which is pretty fun. There was a cool trait in a different mod I saw where it's like, oh, it actually could be in this one where this collection. Yeah, I think it is. Where all pups are born as twins. So it basically means that you double your growth rate, which is quite cool. Iodizium crystal is still -4. Alright, so it's the year 2432. So let's check our federation. It's been a while. So yeah, this is building back up nicely. Still way down in terms of getting towards the level 5, which is what we really want. Damage to endgame crisis. Monthly unity. Every member transfers their weight. We don't need the weight thing. We're in complete control of the Senate. If we want to be. And this is over in 2 years. Then R1's going to come up next. I actually have time on fast as well, so hopefully it'll go just that little bit faster. I feel like sometimes it almost feels like it goes faster on normal just because it's not laggy.
Discovered.
Strange matter warhead. Cool. Adamantium armor. Still not as good as the Vazarin one, but maybe if we get that, the one after might be. That's pretty good. Crystalline plating for a large scale, 1500 ship hull points. Just direct hull points.
Construction online.
No unemployment on Terra. Looking
We've
good.
conquered another world.
Couple job slots actually. Whoa. Oh god. It looked like it was all destroyed there for a second. But yeah, I've actually built now, you can see the Technology Institute, there's a Grand Embassy Complex, a Culture Nexus, Military Academy, the Watcher of Eternity, a massive complex that bends the reality itself, allowing us to gaze upon past, present, and future. Nanite foundries have been put on here in place of the crystalline foundries that were here before. Sacred Nexus, some advanced research complexes, planetary barrier shield generator, one fortress, and a system complex. So that's basically Terra as it stands right now, because we haven't looked at it in a long time. And hyper entertainment forums.
New technology discovered.
Alright. Improved Stormfire autocannons. Sure. Alright, we're up to 16,000 alloys again. It's crazy, just like 4,000 a month. You know, obviously, you just get like 20,000 after 5 months, which is pretty nice at this rate. Alright, let's just keep building into that main fleet right now. I'm still training some battleships and cruisers and stuff like that. Ah, so we do have Fluxium class battlecruisers, okay. Or battleships.
New technology discovered.
We're still at a 50% energy deficit because we're lacking those Iodizium crystals. Nanite warhead rocket artillery. God, some of the weapons in this are so cool. I feel like they're really cool, but I'm just getting them all now at the end, I guess. It'd be kind of nicer if we had these kind of crazier weapons earlier on that were more diverse. The Behemoth Planetcraft movement systems are complete. So what is the next phase? Probably ridiculous cost. 85 Thaui. So we need 170,000 to get both of these Planetcrafts mobilized with, or yeah, basically have their weapons put on them and allow them to be moved. Looks pretty cool though. We're getting there. That's going to match that. We're going to be fighting one of these before we'll actually get ours up and running. Because I'm not going to be... That's going to take ages. Once we actually move out to combat, then we can just store alloys and invest into that. And that's why we're building those Hyperforges. Because we just... You can see, like, we have such an alloy bottleneck. That these things are so necessary. And in 800 days, we're going to be making, I don't know, I think it said like nearly 1,000 or something. 500 was it? And then pretty much rapidly increase after that. Can't wait. Rising unemployment on Hadrian. Alright, not much we can do about that. I'll handle all that stuff in between episodes. I think that's pretty much got to be it for this one, though. Oh, look, actually, we'll just have a last little look down here. The Kosher Trade League are now pushing in from the south.
New technology discovered.
How did they get there, I wonder? Or did they have... Like, maybe I could get access with the Thogan Emergence or something. Like, could you open your borders to me? I'll open mine to you. Maybe you'll do... Oh, shit, I should have read that. Damn, I didn't see what it was. That was the suppressor, though, wasn't it? Yes. Fusion suppressor compression, stage 1. Monthly production will be physics and engineering. Interesting. Alright. I don't think it builds anything, but it's just gonna start activating it, which is pretty cool, actually, that has multiple stages to that. Science Nexus as well. I've never built one of those. Yeah, because I don't want this happening again where we wait too long and someone else takes them out. We're only barely strong enough to take them on right now. Only barely. We probably are with our attack moons, I guess. But even still, it was pretty, like, it was close last time, and now they're all actually combined into one spot. I don't want to have, like, way too many losses. But I don't want them coming in and taking all this stuff. This place isn't claimed by anyone. So it's whoever gets there first gets it. There's actually a neutron star here as well, is there? Oh, it's a pulsar. Yeah, so I might have to... Because I have a feeling that those guys are just going to stay there and not even care that they're being eroded from behind. And there's a decent-sized fleet here. The Kosher have 450,000 fleet power. That's not bad. That is getting to the point where it's like, that's actually really considerable now. They're finally starting to catch up. Especially after we saw them get massively defeated before. So yeah, we need to come down here and make sure we're the ones that land on these planets. We'll have to start doing that next episode. Alright, thank you guys again very much for watching. Appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next one.